devastating loss, and just we look to get to the same place that we did last year, but get the job done this year. I mean, it kind of just makes us work harder now that we suffered that loss last year, but I mean, we're back at it again this year. So. Yeah, we do. I mean, we still have like a solid 5. And then we still have people coming off the bench and giving us a good help in, and it's just like we're starting to flow and get things done. I mean, it's pretty good to see, like in open gyms and stuff like that. So.
Is it going to be more on you to score more points this year, or are you thinking about that at all? Are you just kind of taking what the opponent gives you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm not focused on that. I mean, just whatever the defense gives me, I'll take it. So.
Well, you got to have a core. You got Ronnie and Patrick, as you mentioned, but don't forget Darius Latham. That's kind of the guy that told him yesterday. Ronnie might be the driver, and Patrick may be the engine, but he's the oil. He's the oil, and if we don't have any oil, the motor blows up. And those 3 guys have been through it. They know exactly what kind of effort it takes to win a state championship. To win championships, period. And they know what it takes, and that's the beauty of having those 3 guys with you. Tons. I mean, absolutely. He's special. He is absolutely special, and he is selfless. They had the thing with the Lakers on the other night, and they had kind of a reunion, and all those guys were talking about how selfless Magic Johnson was. He really doesn't care who scores the points. He really doesn't. He just wants to make sure his team scores every time they touch the ball, and that's irreplaceable. Other guys are great scorers. Sometimes often only care if they score. That's not the case with him. Sure. I mean, the door's open now. He's a very team-oriented guy, and I think even to a fault, I think he gave up too much of his ability to score and trying to keep everyone happy. There's a lot of stars on that team, for the last couple of years, and he took kind of a back seat to it and played more of a role, a non-scoring role. The kid could flat out score. Without a doubt. Ask Darius.
Right.
I don't know who can keep him from going where he wants to go on the floor. And he's so crafty, and he's got such good hands. And he's so good with the ball. And again, another selfless guy. He doesn't. If you move, you're going to get the ball. If you double him, he will find you. And he's very clever and doesn't turn it over. Well, jury's out. I'll borrow a line I saw at Hoosiers again last night for the 378th time. God, I love that movie. And as Norman Dale said, we would like to talk about who we are, not who we are not. And who we are is those 3 you mentioned, and the John Murray's. John Murray's upside is tremendous. The only thing he has left to do is do what we see him do every day, is to do it in a game. He can score in bunches. He can shoot the ball. He's a tremendous shooter. And he's going to be another one under the radar at these colleges. These colleges coming in to see him, and I think we'll see more of that when the season starts. Perry's a pup. Perry's just like Bambi. He's all potential right now, and the beauty of having a veteran team is they can help bring him along slow. The expectations can't be too high. Perry's getting heavily recruited on potential, and I think that potential will pan out, but it is potential at this moment. So he's got to, he will learn along the way, and I think you will see a night and day difference in him from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. But we can go on down the line. Jimmy Miller's a guy that we're really counting on. He's a senior and hadn't played a minute of varsity basketball. And he's, here's a kid that's a 4.7 GPA on a 4.0 scale. Really, he's a smart player, and he's big, and he's 6'6" and athletic. Wade Stallings, fast as lightning, gives Ronnie back up time. So Colin Bridgeforth's the guy that's got a chance to be our next great stopper. The guy's got great balance. I don't know, Chandler Rowe. Chandler Rowe's got colleges in here looking at him every day, Division I colleges. Long. He's a high school version of Scottie Pippen. He's not a guard, he's not a forward, he shoots it well, he defends well. What is he? I don't care. Put him on the floor and let him play. I absolutely love this team. I love the chemistry of it. I love the attitude of it. I love the confidence and swagger, but yet still they're very well grounded. I really, really like this team, and they play for one another. It doesn't matter. The only spotlight I like is the one they shine on you when you're cutting down the net for the last game of the season. It's very flattering for me personally to know that we've been here. This is our 19th year. We've created a program year in, year out that's considered as one of the best in the state, oftentimes one of the better programs in the country. And that's very flattering, and that helps you understand that your hard work is paid off. And for these young men, for a lifetime of, if you're number one time or for a season or whatever, that's something they can always put in their bag and take it with them for the rest of their life. But the one that counts is the one at the end of the season, that ranking.